Hello everybody, Jimmy is Promo here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how you'd be able to get YouTube on your Gear S2.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
So there is a couple different ways you'd be able to get into the Gear App Store, and one of the ways is actually through the Gear S2 itself, where you'd be able to go into the apps, and when you go through all of your different screens, you'll actually find where it has the little plus icon where it says Get More Apps. Once you choose that, it'll actually open up your Gear, the Samsung Gear apps on the phone. The other way you'd be able to do that is just by going to your phone initially when you pull down the notifications panel. As long as you are paired up with your Gear S2, just choose Samsung Gear S2, and that actually opens up the Samsung Gear apps. Now, the very next step to do is just make sure they're both connected through via Bluetooth inside of the Gear Manager. And then this is where you just go into search, and you'd be able to just simply type in YouTube. And once you actually have that option searched for, you're going to find this very first one. It looks like Zenozu Player for YouTube. When you go inside of there, this gives a little bit of details, and then this is where you'd be able to look at how everything is laid out. How does it all work? You got the play, the pause, and the volume, and everything else. So there's two different ways you'd be able to watch the YouTube application on your Gear S2. The first way is actually through the normal mobile network that you have through the SIM card inside of there, or the other way is through Wi-Fi. So right now I am going to have this connected through the Wi-Fi. So I turned off the Bluetooth in my Note 5. I actually just went over into the settings of the Gear S2. I scrolled on down to where it says Connections. Inside of here, you scroll down to where it says the Wi-Fi, and basically just turn it on. And then below that, it has the Wi-Fi networks where you'd be able to search and then also connect. So once you have everything all set up, what you do is head over into the applications. Wherever your application is shown for the YouTube, which usually should be the very last one there, you can actually choose on the YouTube icon, and this is where you launch it, and then I'll show you how to search. The user interface is completely circular, so the great thing is with the bezel, you just rotate this around and it'll go right around the user interface of this YouTube application. So you got animals, how-to tips, travel events, games, and then you also have on the very top where it shows on search. So first off, let's go into games really quick and let's see what's inside of there. So right here it shows you a little bit of a icon of what you're about to watch, along with who made it and what the video is. Check it out. Here's my buddy PewDiePie right there, and he's talking about the Call of Duty. So let's check this out real quick.
How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops. Bet you weren't expecting
And there we go. So let's go back one little page. So either you can swipe down or you can actually hit the back button on the very top. And let's see a little bit of what the search does. So once you put your logo on the very top with the little icon on the top, click where it says on search, and this is where you'd actually start typing in everything that you need. So let's actually look for Jimmy is, and this should pull up a lot of the different videos that I have uploaded. So this shows us how you'd be able to use one of these Samsung devices here. Here's a level in, on, and over. Looks like we got a note. Let's go into this little battery pack here.
Here in this video, I'm going to show you guys a portable battery pack from the company called Xilu, and the size of the battery is a 13,000 milliamp battery.
All right, so now that we're inside of this right here, let's look a little bit at what happens when you touch the screen. So if you touch the screen once, it brings in the play and the pause. And then when you hit play again, right here with the bezel, it moves it forward a little bit of a percentage. It all depends on how long the video is. And then if you want to go into the volume, what you do is you hit the screen, hit on the little menu right there, and then you scroll this on down. So one more time showing everything off. Let's go back. Let's go into a brand new video, and let me show you guys a little bit more of how that all works again. So you touch the screen. This is where you'd be able to pause it. The other way you'd be able to do it is you'd be able to fast forward when you're in that screen just by rotating the bezel. And then you also have the 3 icon menu right there for the volume. And so that is actually how you'd be able to watch YouTube videos on your Gear S2, a little bit of this user interface and how it all works. And then you'd be able to pause, play, you can also skip forward, also rewind, and then you also have the volume for up and down. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys hit on like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.